Welcome! It's day 3 of my solo cruise aboard the Carnival Sunrise, and today we're at Princess Cay, one of Carnival's private islands. Today I'll be showing you everything this island has to offer, the good, the bad, and the food. I'll share essential tips and give you my honest verdict on who will love this private island and who should definitely skip it. So let's get into it! Okay, we are on our way to the tender boat. To get on your tender boat, you'll need to go to one of the lower decks, just like you would normally do at any port of call. On this cruise, I used my Carnival Hub app to put in what time I wanted to get on the tender boat. I chose around 8 a.m. I suggest you put in an early time so that you can get one of the better seating areas at Princess Cay, because they do get taken quite quickly. Once everybody was loaded up, it took about a 10-minute ride to get to the island. So when you get off your tender boat and you come out here, your first option is they have a towel station right here, just to make you aware. And from there, you can either go this way, which goes to the main beach area. Right over here goes to some bathrooms and lockers, but you can exit the port over here. There's some shops out there, souvenir shops and so on. Or if we take that wooden bridge over there, there's another little spot, a second island that's a little bit smaller, that has like volleyball courts and those kind of things. So in addition to everything I'm going to show you, you're going to want to hang around till the end, because I got some bonus footage for you you're not going to want to miss. Now the island's set up in two distinct areas. The north side, which is the main part of the island with most of the amenities and beaches, and then the smaller south side of the island, which is much more laid back and quiet. And we will go to the main side of the island first. They do have an information desk here when you first get here if you have any questions. On the right, they do have a craft store with souvenirs, rum cake, etc., sand toys for the kids. Now to our left here, you will see this is where you will go when you want to go back to your ship. You have to go in this line and stand there for the next tender boat. Just an FYI. And here's a pro tip. Don't wait till the last minute to get back on the ship. This line took well over 45 minutes to get to the tender boat to get back to the ship. So straight ahead to our right is going to be a series of souvenir shops. And those are pretty self-explanatory. So what we're going to do is, instead of going that way, we're going to go to our left here and check out the beach and check out the bar area and so forth. Now, if you get here early, you can claim one of these blue seats that are in the shade. But as the day goes on, those become harder and harder to find. And over to the left past this fence is where they have those stingray encounters if you signed up for that excursion. And most of these beaches, they're kind of set up like little lagoons almost, as you can see. This one tends to have a little more seaweed coming in. And over here to our right is another souvenir shop. We've got some tables you could sit at and eat. And then we got the Banana Beach Bar. Now your drink package does not work at Princess Cay. Just an FYI. And as the day goes on, they do have some bands playing music. But as you can see, it also gets pretty busy here. Now over here, straight ahead, you can get some of these clamshells again to rent. And we'll stick the price down below. Straight over here is the restrooms. This actually looks like a great spot underneath here. Now if you've got little ones, they've got a nice little cute area here for the kiddos. They have life jackets, and they got a little swimming pool that's about 2 feet deep. And then like a jungle gym area, which is nice. And just past this jungle gym, you'll see another little play area for the kiddos. That's underneath a pavilion, which is nice. Nice shade. Baby Ray Park. How cute. This is not an overly large resort area here. When you think about it, you know, even one ship, you know, 3,000 people coming in here in the course of one day on a smaller beach club, it does tend to get a little more packed. And then also at the sports rental shack here, you've got locker rentals. I believe they're around $10 a piece. And then we'll walk up here. Some small little pavilions with some Adirondack chairs. They've got a variety of these showers to wash your feet off. Now we're getting into the area of the food pavilion. So what you're going to notice is a lot of these tables, seating areas. These are large tables. It's really hard to get lost here. They've got these signs out, but frankly, you'll never get lost. And as we get down here towards the food pavilion, you'll see that the line tends to grow as the day goes on. We're kind of in midday right now. And as you can see, it moves pretty quick. Lunch is served between 11 o'clock a.m. and about 1 o'clock. So keep that in mind because it's a pretty small window in the big picture of the day. And as far as what they have to eat, you can kind of see here various salads, barbecued grilled chicken, cheeseburgers, pulled pork, rice, etc., hot dogs. The line moves pretty quick, and as you can see here, they have a variety of different types of salads like Greek salad, tropical style salad, a Caesar salad, and more, along with some nachos and salsa. For the main dishes, they have fried rice, barbecued grilled chicken, chili, and then pulled pork, hamburgers, and hot dogs. For free drinks, they have the typical waters along with some lemonade and teas. And lastly, they do have a few desserts like cookies, mixed fruit, apple crumble, and a brownie. Okay, well, I got a barbecued, they called it barbecued pulled pork, but it looks more like just barbecued chicken in chunks, but that's fine. With a little chili, I got some nacho chips and then some salsa, and then washing it down with some lemonade. So I wanted to get away from traditional burgers and so on. So that's why I went with the barbecue chicken. And I did hear it was good, so we'll give it a try. It's on the cold side, but it does have good taste and good flavor. So take that for what it's worth. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was a little bit warmer, but I was told by a couple of people that the hamburgers were kind of dry, so keep that in mind. One other quick note, they did have a food cart set up before the buffet opened that did have some simple wraps. Fair amount of places to sit and have your lunch. And between the buffet pavilion and the beach, you'll find the Coconut Beach Bar. And you can see it gets busy here. It's probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now, getting close to it. And we'll just keep moving on. They did have some bananas and oranges out here a little bit earlier. And another sport rental pavilion shack here, complete with locker rental as well. And what I wanted to really show you was this lookout platform here. You get some great views off of it, so we'll walk up and take a look. This is just a really cool spot right here overlooking. You can see the ship in the background here. You get a nice breeze up here on a hot day, and just a great view, just a really great view. So if you can do it, if you can make the stairs, I definitely suggest making the trip up. And off the back of the raised platform here, you can see the Lagoon Access Kayak Tours excursions. So that's where this would be located, is behind this platform, and you can see the lagoon area where you would go out and kayak. Okay, we're back down at the bottom from the platform, which is once again directly behind the sports locker area rental, and we'll just continue on. Once again, you can kind of see off in the distance, that's where the kayak tour excursion is located. Now down here, it gets a lot quieter. And you have day beds over here on the left, but they do have it roped off against the ocean because it gets rocky right there. On the right, you're going to see a variety of cabanas, which are great to rent if you've got like a family, those kind of things. And they got some really cool bohemian colors here. You know, the pinks, the yellows, the turquoise blues. You get the umbrellas. So this is a little bit more of an upscaled area back in here. A lot quieter, obviously. These would be really nice for, 4 people or so. Now these bungalows will vary in price depending on if you're on Princess or Carnival and so on. They start around the low $200 range and go up to about the mid $200 range. They got an AC unit and they've got some more tables in here and so on. And as you can see, they got a number of these pavilions that you can rent. And last up on the left, you will find the bungalow bar. Now, just past all this, you have kind of an exclusive area. And we'll take a quick gander in here. Nice vegetation. It's a warm one today. So now this is kind of an exclusive area here. So you have to pay a fair amount of money for in here, but it is quiet, it's peaceful, it's away from everything, and it is exclusive. We're at the beach here, and the waves are really coming in today, but really nice beach overall. Right here you've got some rocks, not real bad, just kind of more of those small corally type. Once you get out into this area here, there's a few of the larger kind that you just got to maneuver around. But once you get about 5-10 feet out, it's really nice sand. So don't be afraid. If you have some small ones, maybe you want some water shoes. But overall, I didn't use them. I don't think you need them. Over here, you have rocks. And there is some snorkeling over here. There's also some snorkeling on the other side over there. They have some more rocks over there. And I was able to see some smaller fish, maybe a couple of medium-sized ones. There's not a ton, but it is fun for the kids. So keep that in mind. But nice little beach area. Okay, now let's take a look at the south side of the island and compare it to the north side. We'll start back here where we got off the tender boat, and then we'll make our way around and up and over the wooden walking bridge. First up, we'll have some water sport rentals here. This is where you get tubes and snorkel gear and etc. And we have Serenity Beach. You can also rent small sailboats and other water sports, kayaks, and so on. So this is Serenity Beach. Over on that far side, they do have some clamshells. They have some right here for rent as well. Now the food pavilion over here is a lot more laid back than on the other side, as you'll see. And they have the same stuff that they do on the other side. And as you can see, it's a lot less busy over here compared to the other side. And some more of those white chairs with clamshells as well that you can rent. They've got picnic area here for when you get your food, you can eat here. A couple souvenir stands. Up here in this pink building is your restrooms. And you have the Pineapple Beach Bar. And from the beach bar, this is the view you get. This is a nice chill spot if you're trying to get away from the crowds. And they do have a setup here for some music as well. And just past the Pineapple Beach Bar, you will find a volleyball court, basketball court, and pickleball court. Now, if you look way down there, there are a few more loungers way down under some trees, which might be some nice areas if you're looking for shade. This area is a little more rocky for beach, just an FYI. Okay, so that was basically the entire complex, but now I promised you that bonus footage, so here we go. All right, so now I'm going to show you what it's like to walk out and look at the Bohemian Craft Market. So what you do is you just walk this way, and they got a gate.
Damn. He said, he got a job to do, man. I can't be mad at him, man. He got a job to do.
All right. We have left the port, technically. So out here you got a gift shop. You got some taxis here that will take you to other parts of the island if you want to. And then at the very end here you have George's Bar and Grill, where you can get some conch salad and other food. They got a small little bar here. And then a couple of various souvenir shops. You can buy some clothes, some handbags, swimsuits, etc. So who is Princess Cay for? Well, it's not going to be for those that are interested in water slides and all kinds of fun things like you get at Celebration Cay or Coco Cay. It's going to be for those that want more of a chill, relaxed day at the beach. Maybe do a little bit of snorkeling on the side. So I think, you know, if you have your expectations set at that, I think you can have a fun time here. The tender boat thing is a little bit of a nuisance, sure, but in the big picture, hey, it's a beach day. So go for it if you like those kind of chill vibe days, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Take care. We look forward to seeing you next time. Happy cruising.